All right, so today will be the wrap. This will be the wrap up video after the day's over and done, whatnot. Today was Thursday, May 23rd, 2019. Big down day. Over $3, $3.50 down day today from high to low. Um, see, it's trading minus 320 right now. I was able to get 53 ticks off of 6 trades. And we're just looking to see how this market closes out right now. We talked about demand. Uh, Let me refresh your mind here so we can talk about a little bit more. Now, I do believe these are fresh levels. And crude oil trader, if you can let me know your opinion of this, I'd really appreciate it as well. So these are the lows coming back to um, March 15th. So we haven't been this far back. I think this is the 15th of March right here. So we haven't been this low in the crude oil market since March 15th. So all of the gains of April and May are wiped out in one trading day. We're seeing levels now that we haven't seen since March 15th. Now, my positional trade that I had on from a while ago was targeting the 59 to 58 range. So we're here now. This is what I was looking at before, knowing, and looking at this too. So, but I was thinking about all this demand area, and let me show you a little bit better of a picture of it. So when I was looking back, what I was looking at was this level right here. I was looking right in here. That this could be where the market would bottom out to, somewhere between 59 to 58. Now, it doesn't mean this will be the end of it, but this was a positional trade that I was looking for. And finally, we see this run on $3.50. So I'm not going to talk about my positional and swing trading right now. It's not the purpose of this. But needless to say, I was able to, well, I'm not going to talk about that. So the goal right now is to get into and out of, actually I'm in FTP. The goal right now is to get out of FTP. I'm sitting at about 31K after today. Finally. So here's my FTP account sitting at 31, a little over 31,000 right now. And I need another 1,000. Two really good, very nice trending days to help. But anyway, so this is the demand areas that I was looking at, right? We haven't been this low since, um, well, March 15th, we were coming up through here. Now it's the first time we've been down this way in a while. Currently the market's trading at 58.15. So I definitely have been, I don't know, man. This is very difficult to catch a market that has, look at this. This is just an ugly, great shortened day, right? Just like yesterday. Here's your yesterday's short. Here's today's short extending out. It's going to make for a really beautiful Fibonacci trade at some point in the future, going back up. Just the retracement side of this trade is going to be really cool once it does happen. Looks like we got a move back up to 61, up to what, 60 and 60-30, so right in this area. On current ranges. Now, if this doesn't, obviously this is not the low and they keep pushing lower, then you just move that retracement even lower, and at some point you expect the market to retrace back into this range right in here. And I would argue that this is going to be the area the market's going to try to get back to once it does come. So here's some supply, and I believe this would be considered fresh supply as well. But once again, let me know. I think retracing back to this supply level, this was demand prior there, right? Now does demand become supply? Or is this, to me, you have some demand up there too. I mean, some supply up here too. So there's a lot of supply up here in the $64 range. Big question mark about today. Really nice overall trading day for me, I guess. Got really close to holding a 12p target today on my short side trade. Would have knocked it out at 59.05 if I'd have been able to catch all that move. My target today was 59.05, and got very, very, very close to be able to hold this whole move. It just barely took me out. And I'll show you where on the 10-minute chart that it ran and took me out on my short side trade. This little bar right here with this shooting star caught me, and I was so close. I mean, I was within a couple ticks of holding that trade, period, and being able to catch all of it, 59.05. I opened up with a long, came in with the short after that, failure of a long, and we ran it down, and I started trying to catch the longs down here. This is where I started trying to catch longs down here and just taking a tick or two away. And then I was able to grab a little bit more on my 6 trade, which sometimes I'll say 5+1, especially when I'm winning on the day. But this one right here, I almost so close to holding another plus 50 more ticks today, and it would have been well, I think if I'd have got the whole down move, I wouldn't have traded the up though. So I think that I'd be sitting around maximum profit today. I would have been sitting around 59.94, and we were looking at 59.05. Maximum profit around 89 ticks today. I might have tried to pick off the low after that with a big win like that, but I got on this last trade, I got to where I wanted to be at plus 50, and I was happy with being at over 50 ticks on a trading day again. So that's why I stopped. I got above 50 and called it. And even all the other levels I was looking at got knocked out too. So whether this is the low of the session or not, who knows? No one knows. Well, maybe someone knows. I just certainly don't know. Is 57.94 as low as the market's going to go today? Or 57.92. It was 57.94 previous, and went to 57.92. This is when I jumped the market right there on that 6 trade, coming up and through there. Was able to catch a little bit of that trade coming out of that. My last entry point, by the way, went long at 5,800 against that 57.92. Looking at, and if we go back and look at the divergence, it was a great divergence signal as well to get involved with it. Now, whether it's the low right now or not, I have no clue. I think right now the temporary low's in, at least until we run the 2 o'clock, excuse me, the 1 o'clock mark now. So maybe in the last 30 minutes, it wants to head back down again, but I think we're safe to say that the low's in at least till the 1 o'clock mark now, into the last 30 minutes of trading. So what I'm going to do is pause this video here, and this will be the video that I'll upload a little bit later to YouTube, and let you guys look at it. So as an overall, I was able to catch 53 on 6 trades. The best trade was a short side trade, and then I caught a nice long coming off of this level right here. When we just went down 2 ticks lower, went to 92, and the previous low, I believe, was 94. And you can see all my GAN fan signals here. So this was the previous low. Here's your entry. Here's the previous low. Now if we go to here and look at the divergent signal on Williams percent R, you're going to see why I liked it so much. Coming through here, we're coming a little bit higher and coming up and through. So it looked like it was stronger at this point, even though it made a lower low. It went lower by just 2 ticks, 57.94 to 57.92. So I was buying down here, coming up and through below the 5,800 level, by the way. That's kind of where I saw. And we looked at demand of the area being about the low at 57.74. And hey, it is what it is, man. It was a decent trading day for me. So I think I could have done better. Obviously, you always know you can do better on any given day. And if I could have held that short trade all the way down to the 12p target, man, that would have been an awesome trade. And you can see that it went under the 59.05, went down $1 underneath that. I mean, it went down. I had 59.05 and it went to 57.92. So it really came on down. I mean, I had a 12p at 61.41 going down to 59.05. And literally, if we would say how far it went down today, let's put 60.03 in. It went to, what did it went to? 92. So it went another 10 on 60.03. See, wait a minute. 10. Let's see here. What was that before? 59.05. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15p down, no, 12 plus 5, 17p down today. 17p down today. Wow, what a day. Most of this trading, if you look into the overnights, the market was down pretty hard into the overnights, into the morning, coming into the 8 o'clock mark at the Central Standard Time. All right, so let's wrap it for here, and I'll be back a little bit later after the day's completed. We'll look at the last 30 minutes. All right, I thought I would record just a little bit. We did make a new low, a new high volume bar as well. So we busted through the 92 mark, and now the current low is 57.65. Thought I would let you know exactly what that looks like right now. And you can see that there's some interest to keep it looking at the bars. This bar is not on top of it, and this one is. So this escalation of pricing was after that came through. You see the stop running at the 57.92 mark that drove it down to 57.65 before they were able to stop the downside movement now. Now, whether or not it goes back here or not, who knows? But they did run it, and then they were able to get it back. So it's a lot of volume getting traded today. We're seeing a lot of volume getting traded. This is the third time that the volume has been above 3,000 on the red side during the session. This doesn't happen an awful lot. So 1136 was the last time. Before that was 728, and before that was 834. Well, 834, 728, then 1136. But the way I show it is what is the highest number. So just on those three alone, 10,103 were traded. Just on those 3 bars alone. So this is not usual. So the market is, as I would like to say, is seeking a new level right now. 58.50 seems to be, in my humble opinion, the mark that the longs need to get it above, and the shorts are going to be battling at 58.50. So I think that's where the key battle is going to take place here in the near future. All right, talk to you a little bit later. Bye for now. All right, all right, all right. Here we are. It continues to move down. Low of 57.33. Now it finally did run a 3P target on the way up here. 33 to 92 is exactly 3P up. And you can see that this is the previous range that's holding. Would be the last 3,000 volume bar holding at 92. So sell below, buy above, correct? So that's what they need to get the market above right now currently, and then you have another one above that at 58.02. So there's a lot of interest at that level too, but I'll still stick with my original thought process about 58.50. I believe 58.50 is really the level that they need to get it above. So very fascinating trading day. I feel like there was a lot more profit on the table if I was a better trader. So I will say that about it. I mean, I feel fortunate to be able to get at least 53, but it was definitely, there was a lot of profit on the table today. Just look at the hourlies here. I mean, officially we haven't even had a black bar since the entry point today. We had a couple dojis right in here at 6 and 7. And then since the 8 o'clock open, I mean, it's been nothing but down. Very, very, very fascinating trading day. Honestly, I could only count on maybe both hands that I've seen movement to this extent over a 2-day period of time. So this kind of movement, let's just blow this up. This kind of movement doesn't happen a lot. So we have been going down, I guess, literally we've been going down since, looks like May 19th. Was that yeah, there it is. So that's a Sunday high. It's at that 63.89, and we've been coming down ever since. So I actually had a sell on at 63.89 at one point during this trading week. Look at that. So let's just plug that in just out of curiosity's sake. And we got the whole thing 63.89 minus 57.33. If we got the whole move, that's a $6.50 move right there. 6,500. So that's this right here. This move from up here to down here is worth 6,500 per contract. That's a very, very, very incredible move. And this is Sunday night into Thursday right now. So that means that the market has been down $6.50 roughly from the high. 6.5 from the high. So per contract, top to bottom, 6,500 right now. I guess that you consider that maximum profit. All right. Be back a little bit later. All right, so after today's trading day, what I'm going to do is the 3,000 volume bars are going to be what I'm going to reflect and get rid of everything else. So actually, that's don't want to get rid of them yet right now, but as we come back up and through, that's what we're probably going to see coming up that way. The 3,000 volume bars, you see that's where there was some interest at those points. So on the move back up, this coincides with one of the 3,000 bars. There have been 3 of them today. 3K plus in volume. All red. And those are going to be over here, going to be reflected. And I'm going to get rid of all the rest of the trend lines that are on the charts because that is going to be where they're going to try to, obviously, I guess, move it back to, just like this right here was one of those levels. All right, be back in a bit. All right, we're into the last 20 minutes. 1312, 112. The 92 mark still held. See if there's a Fast and Furious with 15 minutes to go. Be back at 115. Okay, into that last 15 minutes here. Can it get above 92, or are we going to go back to 33 and lower? All right, we'll check in with you in a few minutes. All right, so here we are a couple minutes later, about 10 minutes ago for 1:30 mark, 11:10. Market's still trying to get through 57.92. And I would think there's actually, you can almost see a began signal that the, in my humble opinion, the longs are trying to use here. But I think they've shot their load now and weren't able to do it. Be curious to see if they can get above, or maybe they peak it above here and then it sells off. Because this is the run and it kind of just stopped right here. A lot of energy to get it to 92 right now. I'm going to be a seller at 91, not at with 2. Coming back down if it wants to come down. And we're going to use just a 3-tick stop. All right, going to go to break even here. See if we can run the lows. Going to protect 2. Looking for a sell-off into close. Getting to that 33 number. All right, so 57.91, and we're looking at 1.5p move is 57.63. We'll come off that low and call it 43. We can get to 43. The 2p move down from 91 is 52. We're looking to get within 10 ticks of the low right now. Ah. Oh well, good try. All right, that was the trade I wanted to see, moving below that 91 line and holding. I wanted to see it break there, not slow down. It slowed down. I didn't like the long. There's too much here in between here and 5800. All right, so let's. I'll be back at close here and see how it finishes up at the 130 mark. All right, we're at that 130 mark, and this is where roughly the market closed out at on the open outcry. 57.81. Wasn't able to break over that 92 or 58.01 level, so that level held. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the trend lines that I put up, and I'm going to clean up my charts into next week. Now tomorrow is Friday, 24th, the day before. Well, Memorial Weekend's coming, so I'm happy. I'm quite happy with $1,000 gain over this week. To allow that just to settle in and look at Monday being a holiday, Memorial Day. Get myself a nice 4-day weekend here. No trading tomorrow being Friday. Then Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday. A nice 4-day weekend here. And then knock out coming Tuesday of next week. Knock out the rest of this and hopefully get myself out of FTP. All right, so that is the wrap. That's a wrap on today's trading. If we look at what the hourly did, it finally showed a black signal. First time that we had a black bar here, green bar, however you want to look at it, coming at the 12 o'clock mark. So it's the first time that we see that. And once again, it's a doji bar on the high side trying to hold this level. So big down day right now. Once again, the low itself was 57.33. High to low today, 61.41 minus 57.33. We went down $4.08. $4.08 in a day. Wow. Possible high to low trade would have been 4,080 if you caught the high to the low. That'll do it for today. I'm going to get this rendered and get it up to YouTube. Talk to you later. Dave Knight out. Bye for now.